So the really important part right now is focusing on that happiness. And the question is how do you do that? How do you become happy when you're sitting at home, either by yourself or with your family? How do you start focusing on that? And what I know for sure can work for each of us is, first of all, happiness, and everyone needs to realize this, and especially for our youth right now, because so many of you spend a lot of time on your devices, spend time on social media, you get a lot of information from the outside world, is that when they say happiness is an inside job, it truly is an inside job. And it's something that we have to focus on and have tools so that we can train ourselves to the happy place in our life. Because there's this really neat chemical reaction that happens in your body. And if you can understand this now, this will carry you through all of your life. It will carry you through leadership skills. It will carry you through business. It will carry you through every aspect of your life. So something happens in our brains, in our bodies, and it's feelings that can be created, and it's called your daily dose of happy. So dose stands for something very specific, and the first letter D stands for dopamine. And dopamine is a part of our brain and body. It's actually a neurotransmitter that gets fired off starting in our heart and moving into our brains. That is our reward center. So let's say you are at school and you get an A on your paper because you've done something really well. This is your reward system that makes you feel so good in that moment. That's dopamine being fired off in your brains and your bodies. The next one is O for oxytocin. And oxytocin is what is referred to as your love hormone. So it's that hug that you might feel, and whether it's a parent, a girlfriend or a boyfriend, somebody special in your life, that's your feelings of love that's created in your body. And your next one is serotonin. And serotonin is literally your happiness transmitter. These are the feelings of well-being and happiness and joy that are created when you experience something in your life. These sensors in your brain and body start to get fired off. And the last one is your endorphins. We use a term here in North America. It's called the helper's high or the runner's high. And it's that feeling you get. You might go for a long run, get some exercise where you're just feeling on top of the world, like you've just finished crossing over a finish line. And you're feeling on top of the world and good about yourself. Those are your endorphins. So your job needs to be focusing on how can I get those things firing off in my body every day. And when we say that happiness is an inside job, this is what we're talking about, is it's feelings that you can create in your body from experiences in your life and from focusing on the inside that will bring you those feelings of happiness. And what we know about youth right now is that all over the world, it's youth that are suffering the most, and youth that are feeling the stress and feeling the anxiety. And when you can start using some of these tools in your own world, you'll start reducing those feelings for yourself, and you will start coping better in all areas of your life. So what do I mean by how do I have tools every day to work for happiness? So I really suggest to everybody is that you take a look at your own life and you incorporate some of these tools, and they're tools that we all have.